Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I recently took my first solo international trip to Taiwan, and I am so excited to share this video with you. Taiwan is definitely an underrated country, and I know I say this about every place that I visit, but there was something just so special about Taiwan. I love the way that the city is surrounded by the majestic mountains in the distance. I love the breathtaking natural hot springs in Beitou, the endless options of yummy and affordable food, the friendly locals, special traditions such as the lantern festivals, and more of the historic traditions such as the changing of guards and the awe of the waterfalls in Shifen. I could make dozens of videos about Taiwan, but one of the must-visit stops, especially if you are visiting Taipei, are the night markets. Follow along with me as I visit and eat at 4 different night markets in Taipei. The first stop of this trip was Ningxia Night Market. Let's start with the dessert first because why not? This is a Taiwanese ice cream that's covered in peanut brittle and cilantro, and then it's wrapped in a spring roll wrapper. It sounds like a weird combination, but it's so refreshing, especially on a humid and hot night in Taiwan. I liked strolling through this night market. I thought that it was smaller and a lot easier to navigate compared to some of the other night markets, so it was a good choice for my first night market experience. Okay, so I was ready for another dessert. This dessert is mochi topped with peanut brittle, and then that was topped over some shaved ice. The contrast in temperatures of warm mochi over ice was so delightful. And finally, to end the night, I went to this stand to get some steamed pork dumplings. I couldn't believe that I got this meal for 90 new Taiwan dollar, which is equivalent to $2.77 in the US. It's a new night, so let's head over to a new neighborhood to check out another night market. This is the Xinding night market, which is located in a very vibrant neighborhood. I started with dessert again and ordered the brown sugar shaved ice that's topped with taro and tapioca balls. I went to the stand for a classic oyster omelet, which is oysters fried with eggs, and it's topped over a sweet ketchup sauce. I felt this night market was a little bit more westernized, so if you are intimidated maybe by the language barrier or some of the foods, this is a good place to start because there's so many tourists here. Here I got a Taiwan hamburger, which is pork belly wrapped in a steamed bao, and then that's topped with peanut and cilantro. And the night I had to try the famous Ai Chung flour rice noodles, and there's always a line here, but the rice noodles were so soft, and this only cost $1.85 US. The next night, I made my way over to the Shenling night market, which is one of the most famous night markets in Taipei. Look at this view. Where else can you enjoy good food in such a beautiful country? It wouldn't be a Julia Gulia Eats video if I didn't start with dessert. I got the fried milk and it was very creamy and very delicious. There were so many cool stands and shops to look at this market. You can easily get lost here just wandering through all the distractions. As a quick appetizer, I just got some fried dumplings just to have a snack while walking around. Next, I headed to this very popular stand where many tourists and also many locals line up for some delicious grilled oyster mushrooms. Another must-try street food in Taiwan are pepper pork buns. These pepper pork buns are baked in a charcoal tandoori style oven until they are very hot and brown on the outside. The pepper flavor was so distinct, I'm just drooling right now. Besides unique street food, you can also find a lot of unique boba drinks and fresh fruit juices in Taiwan. This kumquat lemonade was so refreshing on another humid Taiwan night. And then I ended the night with this gigantic barbecued fried chicken. It was so huge, crispy, and had great flavor. To end this trip, I went to Raohe Night Market, which is one of the most famous night markets in Taipei. For some reason, I was really craving protein this night, so I started with the grilled squid. Then I made my way over to this stall that had a lot of people waiting in line for it, so it must have been good. I'm not sure what the name of this dish is, but it was like a hot and crispy sponge cake filled with creamy peanut butter inside. Then I made my way over to get some freshly squeezed watermelon juice. Look at the size of that watermelon. And just walked around looking at the other sites in the night markets and trying to find my next meal. In Cantonese, these pastries are called bo lo bao, which translates into pineapple bun. There's no pineapple in it, but it's shaped like a pineapple on the outside. But it was very crispy and very soft. My hunt for protein continued, and I got this broiled beef rib in this stall. I loved eating these fish balls when I was a kid, so of course I had to get some at the night market. I got the peanut rolled ice cream dessert again, but this time I got a video clip of how it's made, so turn up your volume for some ASMR. I really loved this night market, and it was by far my favorite. There's tons of shops and stalls to look at, people to watch, and most of all, it was such a foodie paradise. Later on in the evening, this place gets packed with people that there's very little space to walk through the alleys, but it was such an experience just to be immersed in this culture for the night. And there you have it. I went through 4 night markets in Taiwan and loved every bit of it. I hope you were able to see why Taiwan will always have a place in my heart after this video. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for my next adventure.